Well, the ball's up. The game is just underway. Umpire bench has put it in the air, and it's come down fairly rapidly. So we really haven't gone anywhere so far in the start of the second quarter. So now, ball thrown up. I wouldn't have play, and it's a free kick to Chris Smith, the ruckman for the Werribee Central side, just beside the mud patch. Kicks long to centre half forward. Big pack of players there at the back. Howlett go players and nudge forward. Calvert dragged off the footy. Ball comes wide to Wolferton once again for the Werribee Central side. Highland, well, neither player can get to the footy, and is pushed over the boundary line once again. Some interesting scores coming forward. Corio at quarter time, 8 goals 4. Lead East Geelong 1 goal 2. The other interesting game, 3-1 Bannockburn. North Geelong 4-2. North Geelong 4-2, as I've mentioned. Thomson 3-7. Belmont Lions 4-4. And Anarchy is 3-2. So, and West Cricket 3-2. Belpost still 1-3. So some interesting quarter.
Very interesting games there, Eric. Yeah, we see how that unfolds during the day.
Well, see, the Corio one is interesting to at quarter time. Well in front there of East Geelong. Ball thrown in half forward. It's in dispute. Finally comes to Beck of Werribee. Beck has a flying shot from 30 metres out and actually touched the post. So there's the first score of the second quarter here, behind to Roland Beck. Werribee Centrals go to 3-2-20. They trail Thomson 3-7-25, and the Raiders bingo scoreboard.
I think he just rushed over a little bit. He didn't seem to get his head up and look where he was kicking it.
Yeah, I noticed that they've got Roland Beck running with Timmy Gardner now. So
yes, that's an interesting match-up, isn't it? From the kick in, ball has come wide. The second kick to Andrew Aitchison takes the ball on half-back flank for the Thomson side. Well, certainly the wind is holding that ball up into the breeze. In front of the pack is Shembry, can't take the mark, throws the ball back between the legs, and well, the umpire has to come in now. Just in front of our broadcast position here on centre wing at Godfrey Street, on the social club side of the footy ground. Umpire bench puts it up. Umpire Smith gets a tap clearly on that occasion. The second tap is by Nan Curvis for Thomson, into the arms there of Festuca. He can't get a clear disposal of the footy at all. Finally it comes clear. Well, it doesn't come really clear. Free kick perhaps to Nick Mahera, as they're not seen by the umpire on the blind side, and still on centre wing. The umpire will come in and put the footy in the air. Well, Nick Mahera has certainly copped a bit of dirt in the eye or something. Justin gets the tap down to Paddy Burns. He's just absolutely besieged by Werribee Central's players in the name here of Thwaites and Festuca. No chance.
I was just watching that duel there between Festuca and Paddy Burns. He's not giving him one bit of breathing space.
There's not much air between them, is there?
No, there's not.
From the throw up again, Chris Smith almost got the tap clear, but I think the umpire might have to come in and we'll have a repeat performance. The man who got underneath them all was Wolferton.
Trevor just took the words out of my mouth. There'll be a free kick here now. Yeah, this is umpire bench. He's fair dinkum.
Yes, they don't usually let the ball 3 times in a row. Well, actually, Smith there. Huge tap away there for the Werribee side. Masara can't control it, unfortunately, and it was Thwaites trying to kick it off the ground, back into the mud patch. Now it's Smith, picks it up, drives to half forward for Werribee. Big pack of players there. Heath Buck can't control it. Timmy can, gets it into his arms, tries to beat players with speed on the right foot. It only comes as far as good at Werribee on centre wing, kicks to half forward, pretty high, and Aitchison camped underneath the footy has taken the mark.
I see Nick Mahera has just left the ground. It's another worry. It's another forward that they've just lost in the last.
Yeah, so they can ill afford that, I reckon, Trev, the Thomson side. The ball kicked back to centre wing in front of us, and gee, it stacks on the middle. It's become rather scrappy, and I suppose it's really.
The boundary umpire's back. He must have been to the toilet, Eric.
No, I think it's a spare one. He wasn't on the ground earlier. In fact, I think it was a young lady that was the boundary umpire that's come at there.
Didn't you notice, Trevor?
What's the footy?
Well, well said. Well, the ball is pushed back right in front of the social club here now. The ball out of bounds once again with our replacement boundary umpire. That's a good throw in as well. So we're underway. Gardner tries to take it out of the pack. Handball to Costello. Costello, Thomson drives to the full forward position. Well, Lazic, mark not taken, comes to ground. It comes to Anderson. Anderson on the left foot.
Man's Goal.
found Menzies in the goal square, runs into an open goal, Dale Menzies, and goes bang, and he's kicked the fourth for the Thomson side. Thomson now, 4-7-31. Lead Werribee Central, 3-2-20 on the Raiders bingo scoreboard, and well, a lucky kick out of the pack, Trev,
Yeah,
and the right
look,
bloke in the right
but,
place.
I mean, a half-forward flanker, you always snavel on them, and he was one of the guys we spoke about all the time that needs to kick 1 or 2 a quarter. You know, a good half-forward flanker should kick 4 a game, and you know, he's come up and he's kicked that one, so hopefully we can go on from here.
And probably, with all due respect, Laurie, maybe against the run of play to some degree.
Oh, I think it was, Eric. I think there's quite a breeze favouring the Buckley's end scoring end of the ground, wouldn't it? So that'd be, we'll call it the Buckley's end today.
Yes, the eastern end,
There's quite a breeze blowing there.
From the throw up in the middle. Smith gets the tap down, but only as far there as Paddy Burns. Christian Highland, nice little use of the body, and got Bernardo out of the way and takes the chest mark. Highland now, towards centre half forward, dropping back into the hole where it was Shembry. Can't take the mark, however. Comes to ground, Costello, he can't mark it either, and finally a huge tap forward for the Werribee side. Sees the ball at centre wing. Paddy Burns reads it well. On the left foot, chip to the centre half forward. Lazic drops an easy chest mark. Back to Paddy Burns. He's run down from behind, and well, holding the ball, said the umpire, I don't give you much leniency, and great tackle there by Chris Smith.
Seems to be, Eric, once you get tackled from behind, it's holding the ball.
That's right. Doesn't matter whether it's fair or otherwise.
No, it doesn't matter if you go time or got time, it's just holding the ball.
Well, the ball chipped to half forward. Heath Buck takes the mark in the centre square for the Werribee side. Kicks it to centre half forward. Calvert, he can't take it, falls on top of it. Umpire comes in. I think he was more or less pushed into that one. So that was all's well at centre half forward now. Umpire bench puts it up in front there. Masterson tried to take it and run through, but it's incredible. He has pushed the ball into the arms there of Andrew Howlett. Here's a putt shot for goal, off hands in the forward pocket. The ball is out of bounds now, 5 metres from the behind post. Deep in the attacking area for the Werribee Central side now. 7 minutes gone, second quarter. 3-2 Werribee, 4-7 Thomson. Ball comes in. Thomson players try to clear the footy. Wolfenden again. Just a nice little handball towards the boundary, and finds the safety of that boundary line, and they've gained another 20 metres, the Thomson side.
Werribee seem to be struggling up forward. I mean, you know, they've been kicking big scores, and that doesn't give me that indication that they're going to kick a big
held at the moment. I mean, Aaron Bradley and R18 and Rocket Peacock are doing the job here at the moment.
Well, there's
a goal.
Touch. Yeah, they're holding well at the moment, and you know, as I said, Thomson's midfielder doing the right thing and putting pressure on the Werribee midfielders, and they're just struggling at the moment.
So on the Raiders bingo scoreboard, 3-3-21 Werribee, 4-7-31 Thomson, and that's 8 minutes gone in the second quarter. So Barley Armstrong doing the kicking in for the Thomson side. Ball tap foot by Bernardo for Werribee. Roland Beck runs onto it. Can he pick it up? He can't, but when he does finally, he's thrown over the boundary line. Well, the ball stayed in. Gardner picks it up for Thomson. Drives to centre wing. Highland up high. Can't take the mark. Comes to ground. Costello just thrown out of the way. Pastuca weaves his way through the pack there. How he got through, nobody will know, but he's got the left foot to the full forward position. Masterson in front. Can't take the mark. Nankervis reads the crumbs from the front of the pack, looks for the safety of the boundary, and just finds it ahead of Calvert, who's running pretty hard at the footy there. 9 minutes gone, second quarter. 21 Werribee Central, 31 Thomson, and
a bit of Pastuca magic there.
He moved through there well.
He hasn't been able to get hold of the ball much, but when he does, he just shows what he can do when he does get it.
That's true. Well, from the throw in there, Luddick grabbed the footy from the throw in, gets it forward for the Werribee side. In defence there, Aitchison. Finally the ball comes, well, it's pretty congested out there until a series of handballs gets the footy to Peacock for Thomson. He has Armstrong on centre wing, takes the mark and runs on. On the left foot, drives towards centre half forward. Mark not taken there, and finally the Werribee side clear the ball. Massara, he goes wide to Heath Buck, can't take the mark. Gets a handball back to Roland Beck. Off one step, terrible looking kick, but it's at half forward. No player able to mark until Mickey Gann takes the footy. Tackle from behind. Gardner running hard at the footy. Wolfenden picks it up. He's brought the ground. Now stacks on the mill, and the umpire moves in very, very quickly. Ball between centre wing and half forward flank, and umpire about to put the footy up just on towards the forward area for the Werribee side. Ruckman to do the job again, Justin, and Smith of Werribee gets the tap forward. Mick Gann is in good position.
Right.
Well, I think it was holding the man. Gann had obviously got to the footy, and umpire said he was tackled without the footy. He goes wide to player on the wing there in Daniels for Thomson. Drives to centre wing. Oh, good defensive work by Flake. Paddy Burns to Highland. Highland kicks to half forward. The Werribee player in Page in front there can't take the mark. Gee, I tell you what, they're pretty hard at the footy, guys. There's something at stake here.
It's certainly bothering Werribee, I feel, this ferocity at the ball, and that's they've got to keep it up for another 2.5 quarters. Can they do that, Trev?
Yeah, I think they can. I think they're pretty fit, but well, she's tight in there now, isn't it?
The fact that Thomson beat Werribee at Werribee, that's psychologically have a feeling?
Yeah, I would think it would, Eric, yes, definitely, and they're worried. They can't get into the forward line. They just don't seem to have any cohesion down there. They've got a forward thrust now, lost it again. Everything seems to be falling down.
Yes, well, Werribee have tried to get it through Page and Foley on the outer side here. They've taken the ball from half back to half forward, but now the strong Thomson defence, they forced it over the boundary line once again. Between wing and half forward flank, ball comes in. No player really able to get much of a tap away until finally it was Henry running onto it, but the whistle on play, and Andrew Howlett comes out of that with a free kick for Werribee. There's the lead. It's a lovely looking lead from Matheson, just ahead of Bradley, and gee, he might be lucky he doesn't get 50 here. Bradley rode him all the way to the deck. If been a steeplechaser, he'd be complimented, wouldn't he?
He might have been fortunate there, I think.
So Matheson now is 45 metres out, 45-degree angle on the Godfrey Street side of the oval here.
Important kick this one, guys. Very important.
In the context of this particular quarter, it's extremely. Yeah, Trevor, I agree. Matheson now, left footer. He's put it high in the air. He's gone right across the face of goal. Oh, at the back. I reckon Eastbuck almost grabbed that. H just came down with the footy, however, and gets the footy, the kick wide. Highland there of Thomson runs onto it, looks for Daniels, and through a series of handballs, it's finally come back from Aitchison to Highland. Highland now to Wolfenden. Wolfenden kicks towards half forward. Smith of Werribee drops the footy, but geez, a few players running pretty hard at it. They missed the footy. They're certainly getting the body, and it is a good place not to be at the present moment out there on the footy ground. Centre half forward for Werribee. The umpire's moved in, and we're going to put the ball in the air.
Yes, it's a great contest out there, Eric. There's 4 points at stake here, and it's not just the 4 points, it's the future 3 or 4 weeks ahead of us as well. I think it's important in this game.
Yeah, certainly, and that's the way they're playing it. So tap down there from Smith of Werribee, but grabbed at centre half back by the Thomson side, a wild kick toward the boundary, and found the safety between forward pocket and half forward flank on the change room side here at the Godfrey Street ground. Well, all players misread the throw in there. Comes to Timmy Gardner. Chips it towards the centre wing. And it coming in ahead there of Shemry. Takes a strong mark overhead.
She's making forward line, boys, as well down there.
Well, Oakley on the ground. He can't take the mark. And finally, Paddy Burns gets a little handball out to Menzies. Menzies over to Henry. Henry to half forward. Oakley running on. It's taken the footy. Touched off the boot. Kicks there to a lead there of Lazic. Gee, they've gone right across the ground. Thomson, Lazic and Hart. Hart too strong on that occasion for Lazic, and forced the footy over the boundary line. 14 minutes second quarter. Scoreboard showing 31 Thomson, 21 Werribee, and what an interesting 14 minutes, fellas.
Well, it's not the prettiest football we've ever seen, Eric, but it's pretty tough and it's pretty willing in there, and they're all having a big dip at this, and it makes it a great contest.
Justin and Smith again. Justin gets the tap down, only as far as Bernardo. Handball across to Masara. Pastuka picks it up, crashes through a tackle, and runs away. Long left foot kick to the full forward position. Over the head of all players. Running onto it there is, that was Luke Laddick, I'd suggest, and on the right foot has gone bang. And they don't come really much easier than that, but Werribee worked extremely hard at the goal. The goal to Laddick, the fourth to Werribee. 4-3-27. They trail Thomson 4.731 on the Raiders bingo scoreboard, and 15 minutes is taken for that.
Yeah, look, he's a good player, Luke Ludwig, though, Eric. He made a lot of pace up there. He read that nicely. I could see him on the outskirts of that pack there, and he was making up a lot of ground. He just read it beautifully. It spilled over the pack, and he was able to run on it.
Yeah. And it was also set up in the midfield of the ground, which Stuka got clear.
Well, it was great play by Stuka.
Yeah, got himself clear and straight into the forward line with a long direct kick.
I don't know whether it was Paddy Burns, but he steamrolled someone in the middle.
Yeah,
I think it was
Paddy, actually. Yeah. That's unusual. From the throw up in the middle, Justin grabbed the footy, one step, and it's got it into the forward line for the Thomson side. It's at centre half forward. It's brought out wide. Hallam, just with strength, gets it towards half back, and off the hands of Roland Beck for Werribee. The ball is out of bounds, and
they're a little left in the forward line, Thomson, at the moment. They've just gone stale with.
Well, they've got a couple of players injured there. They might be missing
their hair is off. They're just the spark up here by someone.
Well. Justin again grabs the throw in, and neither team able to get the ball clear at all, and the umpire will come in, and the ball will be thrown up between centre wing and half forward. Last man up, Timmy Gardner. That's not unusual.
No.
Ball thrown up again. Smith up high, gets the tap down. Wolverton tries to crash through, but Gardner does. Lovely little handball to Janet, but he's just a little slow getting rid of it. Ball picked up by Festuca, grabbed by Paddy Burns, and I think Paddy just let him know that he had the footy and he was tackling him. Very strong tackle there.
I thought there was a bit of good umpiring there too, Eric. I don't think there was a free kick there. He went to ground, but he didn't have a prior opportunity to get rid of it.
Well, they're giving players the opportunity to get it, even in a pack as it's now developed. The umpires are giving players the opportunity to push it clear, and I think the throw-up is the last resort. However, this is 2 throw-ups in 30 seconds. The odds are on a free kick next. Umpire McMaster.
Keep your eye on number 2.
Throws the footy up. Well, Justin was up early. The ball comes down. Werribee to advantage. Roland Beck can't get the kick. Hawks comes in. Handball across. Beck gets the handball on this occasion to centre half forward. Heath Buck playing at centre half forward. Can't take the mark. Lovely little chip along the ground. Picked up by Calvert. Handball back to Buck, who kept running, and little left foot into the forward line. But it's the Thomson defence doing a terrific job through Aitchison. Long handball over there to Nankervis. Nankervis tackle, put down, and the umpire, Johnny, on the spot. And I tell you what, it's great with the 3 umpires today, because there's really no chance of anything unforeseen happening.
No, it's good, Eric. And look, it just went through my mind there how you've got to have the vision out there when you're watching. I just see it was Andrew Scott, I think it was, in the middle, calling for the football. Heath Buck quite didn't see him, and you've got to be able right on what you're doing there and watch everybody.
Well, the ball put up there again. The ball comes to ground, and stacks on the middle once again. So it's 18 minutes gone, second quarter. 4-7 Thomson, 4-3 Werribee. Ball in the forward area for the Werribee Central side. So an opportunity here to reduce the margin for Werribee. A lot of players around the footy. Up high there is Smith. Picked up by Gann for Thomson. Just a kick towards the centre of the ground. Coming through there, Shembry can't take the footy with him. It's come clear to Roland Beck. Beck towards centre half forward. Well, player in good position, but Hawks can't take the mark. And finally for Thomson, Gardner takes the footy, has 2 bounces. And well, he really won't use the left foot to kick the footy. Gets it back to centre half forward, but it's all Werribee Centrals there. Looks for a little chip to Good. He can't control the footy over the top, and the Hawks coming in for the Werribee side is put over the boundary line with the footy, and the ball will be thrown in right in front of the social club here at the Thomson footy ground. 19 minutes gone, second quarter. Justin gets a clear tap away. Shembry threw the foot at it, missed by a mile. Thwaites picks it up. Handball also missed. There's a bit of pressure there, and some of the skills are really missing the mark. I'd suggest the ball for Thomson, kicked forward by Menzies. Not able to get any advantage, the Thomson side. Finally, well, came to Lazic.
Paddy Burns, I think. Goal.
And Paddy has just missed with the left foot, was it? Yes, just unfortunately offline. We'll give it to Pat. Behind. 4-8-32 Thomson. Werribee Central's 4-3-27. 19.5 minutes gone on the Raiders bingo scoreboard.
Bit unlucky at Thomson there.
Yes, well, and also, well, stacks on the middle forward pocket.
Yeah, there's players everywhere, and he's put down a free kick there, Trev. I can't quite see the Thomson plays it. It's one of the little guys.
Menzies has got it.
No, is it?
Dale Menzies has got it there.
Dale Menzies, yeah. Can he kick it from there?
Yes, yeah, I'd say he'll get this.
Menzies, well, we call this in there.
He's an opportunist.
I'd say he's what, 40 metres out?
Yep.
On a fairly acute angle.
Well, Dale Menzies, big opportunity here for Thomson, and what a crucial goal this will be.
They need this. I think it looks good. It's gone right over Abby's head, hasn't it?
I don't think they like it much, no.
No, so, well, an unfortunate miss there for Thomson, because the goal would have been very, very handy. They've had the momentum. 4-9-33 is Thomson, 4-3-27 Werribee Centrals. We've been playing 3.5 minutes into the second quarter on the Raiders Bingo scoreboard. Well, ball comes to ground. It's sacks on the field. And the umpires really, they're giving players every opportunity. Now,
he's free kick down this.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting, because the trailing umpire on that occasion pulled the free kick out, and well, the kick to centre half forward from Costello. Page just went for the spoil, picked up by Paddy Burns. The lead there is from Christian Highland. Can he reach the footy? He can. He gets past Beck. Handball back to Costello. Costello off 1 foot. He doesn't go 10 metres. Play on, said the umpire. Still deep in the forward line for the Thomson side, and Beck more than happy just to see the footy over the boundary line. So an opportunity here for Thomson, but it's hard to score.
Yeah, there's a bit of strength in there too. A couple of little hard bumps, physical stuff in there as well, and air it physical.
Ball thrown in. Smith there for Werribee, gets the tap down. Massara tackle as he kicked the footy, but gets it to centre wing for Stuger. Went through the pack without the footy, picked up by Gardner. Drives back to centre half forward for the Thomson side. That's Howlett, gets a handball clear. Finally Massara for Werribee, takes the footy, corks loose on centre wing. He takes, well, he doesn't take the mark. Good pressure there by Peacock, and the ball forced over the boundary line. So good football there all round. Fair footy. Rod Peacock made the ball his object and spoilt the mark. Werribee were away had they got it, but instead of that, ball thrown in. Centre wing, Justin, good use of body, pushed Smith out of it, and the kick there forward for Thomson. Off hands, Anderton. Well, he's tried to get a handball, finally does to Menzies. What can he do this time? He's had a pot shot right across the face of the goal. Any player there is Hart of Werribee. Off one step, the big high torpedo. Andrew Howlett's out there in centre wing. He and Paddy Burns run at it. Paddy ran over the top of the good shepherding there by Howlett. Well, for Stuger, I wouldn't mind buying up off the land off the umpire. He ran a fair measure, kicked the ball deep into the forward line, and Andy Aitchison there doing...
practicing the hurdles for Sydney boys.
I think so.
One of his doing next week, we'll get him in Flemington.
So the ball ultimately has been forced through by the Thomson defence from behind to Werribee. 4-4-28. They trail Thomson 4-9-33 on the Raiders Bingo scoreboard.
Laura, but for Stuker's only probably had 4 positions this quarter, but 3 of them have just been real telling possessions in the middle of the ground where he gets the ball and just runs hard.
Didn't he show some acceleration?
Yeah, and just kicks straight to the square, and he's looking a bit dangerous at the moment.
It just shows the point that you have to tag him and stay with him all the time.
Oh yeah, you can't let him get out.
No. Well, from the kick in of Armstrong, the man in front on that occasion, Heath Buck, and he just showed there what he can do when he is in front, gets the hands on the footy, and I think Andy Aitchison was leading away for the kick. The kick in didn't quite come to him. So Heath Buck, yeah, there's the lead from the full forward, but he's beautiful lead, beautiful kick, and that's Luke Luddick, I'd suggest, from the front. It certainly is, and he's moved to the right pocket for a left footer. So every opportunity here to, well, put them in front if he kicks a goal.
I think it's Stein is it coming back on?
Yeah, just come on the ground. I've just seen what they're doing here. So I would say they're going to swap one of these.
Well, that's a beautiful kick from Luddick. He's kicked the goal and kicked his third, in fact, and he's given Werribee Central's the lead. At the 24-minute mark of the second quarter, 5-4-34 Werribee. They lead Thomson 4-9-33 on the Raiders Bingo scoreboard.
Yes, no, he's a good player, Luke. He doesn't need too many opportunities, Eric, to hurt you on the scoreboard, and he's been around a while, but he's been a good little player. I had the privilege of going away to an interleague side with Luke, and he played, that's quite a few years ago, and he was a good player then.
What's happened, Trev, with the structure of the Thomson side?
Yeah, they're just taking
up
Steins on the ground. They're just taking a short off and put him on for his extra height, but I thought they might have made a
Stephen Daniels is on too.
Yeah, he's been on for a while.
Yep.
So a bit of restructuring, and this is a good exhibition of coaching as well, because there's move for move, and there's a lot in it. Up goes the footy. Justin again. His strength won the footy, but Massara took it away for Werribee. In the pack there, finally Costello. He kicks it clear to centre wing, and Massara following up. Can he pick the footy up? He does. Good work. But, you know, great smother there by Anderton, and all the skills are being shown here.
I just thought before, JJ's done a couple of good things in the last 10 minutes as well. He's working hard and just getting on top of Smith.
When Smith can get a run at him, he usually beats him, but boundary throw-ins just like this one here, he just we can't get a run at him. JJ's beating him. Yes,
so the ball comes back into the centre. Well stolen again for Stuka. On the left foot, off a long kick into the full forward position. Luddick there moved into the perfect position for Rowe, but unfortunately the footy didn't quite come down to him. Colbert receives a handball. Well, almost ridden into the ground, not paid by the umpire. Buck, handball back. It's come to Colbert again. Colbert has tried to chip the footy over the top of the player running at him, but in doing so, he's just put it offline. So behind to Simon Colbert, behind to Werribee Centrals. They move to 5-5-35. They lead Thomson now 4-9-33 on the Raiders bingo scoreboard, 26 minutes.
It was always going to be a hard kick for Colbert then, Eric.
With the player running at you.
Yeah, that's right. We had to get it over the top, and you know, looked as if he rubbed a little bit, but it was always a difficult kick.
That's not a real bad kick into the breeze from Armstrong, and it's marked outside 50 by Aitchison of Thomson. Just drifting across the front of the pack there, strong hands. The centre half forward, Anderton can't take the mark, comes to ground. It's Mastara. He's come into the game in the second quarter, and he's got Colbert on centre wing. Nobody on the mark, so plays on quickly. Drives to the forward pocket, and a strong mark by Matheson. The man in front just used his bulk and put the two hands up, leant forward, and very, very difficult to spoil that sort of a fellow of that size.
Yeah. Well, look, I think Robbie Massara has played pretty well all day, I feel, but he's particularly in this quarter, and Festuca's just getting a few touches now, and Colbert's getting a few as well. If they string it together, they're going to put a bit of pressure on top.
Well, tell you what, the Werribee players like that kick, and the goal umpire also likes it. So it is David Matheson kicks his first for the day, and Werribee, well, they've created a small break here, 6-5-41. Lead Thomson 4-9-33 on the Raiders bingo scoreboard, 27.5 minutes. Yes, have they created the break?
Oh, look, it's too early to say that, I think, Derek, but the way they're playing just this last 2 or 3 minutes, I think the next 3 or 4 minutes is very vital for Thomson.
So, blood rule at centre half back, and I guess the benefit of the 3 umpires, it's 100 metres from the play, and the umpire has picked up the fella standing beside him in young Costello, has been sent from the ground with the blood rule. So we'll have another minor hold up, and I guess 40 minutes is our long quarter lorry is starting to head that way today, I think, with the hold ups in this quarter.
Yeah, it could be. We don't want to then though, they're a bit too long. It's who we got coming on here now?
Young Oakley.
It's an half forward for Thomson. We've got 3 guys that played on the R18s last year, and
well, we've seen Oakley play in the ruck a couple of times this year, Trev, and he's played very, very well in there. A nice sprint,
run and jump. So the ball in the middle, Justin takes the footy, handball to Highland running through. Highland, well, the mark dropped there by Menzies. The golden opportunity for Thomson to answer quickly on that occasion, but the ball comes to ground. Flicked out by Dale Menzies to Wolferton. He tried to hit it forward. He does so. Players not able to get the footy up. Really congested there. Finally, Howlett. Well, he's gone across the face of goal on the right foot in good position. Paddy Burns. Unfortunately, the ball doesn't quite carry to him. He's closely followed by Festuca, and between the two of them, they force the footy over and out. You'd think, Trev, they're blood brothers, though, so there's been no more than an inch and a half between them all day.
There's not much room there, is there?
Both number 5.
Yeah.
So we look for number 5, we'll find them both. From the throw-in, Timmy Gardner just crashes his way through the pack there, only as far as the Shembry. Can't take the mark, and it picks up the crumbs, flicks it forward for the Thomson side. It's still in the field of play. Oakley picks it up. He can't get it through, and it is a rush behind finally to Thomson. So great defence there by Werribee in the last line there. 4-10-34 Thomson. They trail Werribee Central 6-5-41 on the Raiders bingo scoreboard.
Yeah, as we said before though, Trevor's a bit tough up there without Harris and
there's a couple of guys just gone out of the game for Thomson at the moment too, in Spuddy Armstrong and Craig.
An interesting free kick off the ball there from the
Massara, is it?
Well, it's a kick in because they're back to the 50 metre line. Massara's got the free kick, and scored by the trailing umpire. So Masara of Werribee kicks into the centre mud patch. In front there, Calvert can't control the footy. Comes down to his team, Henry. It's Hawks there of Werribee Central. Handball from Kennedy goes towards half forward. Well, Werribee, a wild handball is intercepted by Gann. He can't control it, pushes it toward the boundary as the siren sounds for half-time here at Godfrey Street. Half-time score, Thomson 4-10-24, trail Werribee Central 6-5-41. Goal kickers to half-time for Thomson, Armstrong